I can have the best, the brightest teachers and the strongest curriculum in the state, but if I'm not addressing the social and emotional needs of my kids and engaging my parents, it's for naught.
We don't have robots here. We have full, living, breathing children who have more issues than just academics or have more, they're very complex.
You'll hear the conversations with teachers about what might be happening here. Why isn't he achieving? You know, what else should we be doing? And it might not be just another academic intervention. It may be some kind of a social emotional intervention.
Teachers now look at students in a different way. We're all using common language together and coming together as a school and as a community more often and in a more meaningful and intentional way.
We have less referrals to the nurse, less referrals to myself and Dr. Fay. It has a major impact on the kids and the culture of the school.
The district discovered that there was a lot of behavioral concerns within the building, and that was really interfering with academic achievement. And so what we decided is to go with positive behavioral intervention supports, which is PBIS. Overall climate and culture has improved. The attendance has improved in a lot of these buildings, so the correlation is that the kids want to come to school because they feel valued, they feel like what they do is important.
Thinking about the exciting work we're doing, planning this phase 2 of a social and emotional district model, it's really unifying this work at all schools. Mm-hmm. So it's not so much that we have these 3 or 4 full service community schools over here and then these schools that aren't full service community schools. It's looking at, okay, we as a district are prioritizing and defining and honing what our commitments around culture and climate are across. Mm-hmm. So we're all doing that together. Or we are really focusing on intentionally looking at significant moments of transition in the school district. Mm-hmm. We're all doing that, not just the 3. So I think that there's a way that it's going to unify, not only build our culture and commitment as a district around these aspects, but I think it's going to unify us as we do that.
We're looking at climate, for example. We have in our schools major programs that encourage teachers and kids to create an environment that kids feel safe in. That's wrapping around it.
And with a lot of that was professional development for our teachers to include the guided discipline and responsive classroom.
Exactly. That was a major piece, and that's a major piece. And I got to give kudos to the district. That's a major piece that continues to be part of the effort now.
So I'll get an email from a teacher saying, can you give a shout out to this student for doing this? And on the PM announcements, I'll do that. So that has never been done here. So that's one of the results or effects of student voice.
It's made a big impact, like, with the way students want to be positive. They want to be positive to each other. Like, even parents with the open house yesterday, they were writing things about that their children did, and students are writing about other students, and everybody's trying to be nice to each other because they see one person doing it, and it's like a chain reaction.
When it came to all of us, I definitely seen a stronger connection with each other. But then when it came to the other students, I noticed a whole bunch of students came up to me and was like, "What's student voice? What's student voice?" And I just explained to them, just trying to make the school better, and they told me like, "Oh, I want to be in it," and I know some kids want to be in it because they want to know how it feels to help others. They want to know how it feels to bond with, for other people to bond with them too. So I noticed that a lot of kids are wondering and they want to also try to help and change the school environment.
I have absolutely no doubt that our staff would say that one of our greatest assets is our wellness piece. They reported out the importance of wellness and said if we're giving anything up, anything at all, we don't want to give up the wellness because they know how valuable it is for our kids to be successful.
This is brand new work for us. Both, this didn't exist 3-4 years ago.